What exactly are the reasons behind the war in Sudan targeting South Sudanese and the rest of East African citizens? Hello, welcome to SSGTV South Sudan Global. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe as we will continue to bring you informative videos. The conflict between the Sudanese Armed Forces (SAF) and the Rapid Support Forces (RSF) commenced in Khartoum in the early hours of April 15, 2023. Khartoum, the capital of Sudan, and across the country have been significant battlegrounds since the onset of the conflict. Disturbing videos have emerged of innocent South Sudanese nationals and the rest of the Africans trapped in Sudan being maimed by Sudan government forces under the command of General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan from the onset of war, with the recent worst incidents during the capture of Wad Medani in Al Jazeera state by the Sudan Armed Forces, the SAF. The targeting of South Sudanese and other East African citizens still trapped in Sudan in a manner that is racist, evoking memories of jihadist Arab violence against the South Sudanese during the Sudan civil wars that led to South Sudan independence. Is there a functioning government in war-torn Sudan? In previous months, South Sudan's Vice President for Infrastructure Cluster, General Taban Dengai, while delivering a lecture on the situation in oil-rich area of South Sudan at the 8th Governors Forum in Juba, stated that there is no functioning government in Khartoum. The Kiir administration subsequently denounced Taban's statement in the strongest possible terms.
The vacuum now is very clear, and South Sudanese must know this. Right now, there's no government in Khartoum. Mafia hakum fi Khartoum. And they are left that way.
A statement to clarify, and a statement that was attributed to Vice President Taban Dengai during the Governors Forum with respect to Sudan, that there's no government in the Sudan. The press is to make clear that that's not the position of the government of the Republic of South Sudan, and it does not represent in any way the positions and the views of the government of the Republic of South Sudan, led by His Excellency President Salva Kiir Mayar. This is just to make clear that whatever statement might have been made, that views would represent probably personal views of the person or the Vice President, but it's not the position of the government of South Sudan.
Barely 2 days after Taban's remarks, the South Sudan government extended an invitation to General Burhan, the leader of Sudan's Sovereign Council, to visit the State House in Juba. At J1, or at the State House, President Kiir's government provided assurances to General Burhan that Taban's statement did not represent the official stance of the government of South Sudan led by Salva Kiir. Was General Taban wrong to say that there is no functional government in Khartoum? Despite lawlessness and atrocities committed on innocent South Sudanese in Sudan, while Sudanese nationals have full protection in South Sudan and running successful businesses and even involved in the looting of country's resources, according to Century Report, the government of South Sudan continues to live in denial by turning blind eye on the lack of protection of South Sudanese residing in Sudan. Should Salva Kiir's administration continue to maintain neutrality in a conflict that is intentionally directed at South Sudanese residents in Sudan? What accounts for the disparity in treatment, whereby Sudanese nationals in South Sudan enjoy considerable freedom, whereas South Sudanese nationals receive inadequate protection from the Sudanese government or from both warring factions in Sudan? What is viable course of action by the South Sudanese, since President Salva Kiir's administration is not taking proactive measures regarding the plight of the South Sudanese in war-based Sudan and abroad? What do you think? Let us know your thought in the comment section below. Remember to subscribe to SSGTV South Sudan Global.